Let's talk about the false ascension timeline. This is definitely more intermediate spiritual info that I'm about to give. If you're new to this, you're going to be very shocked as to what I tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, the false ascension matrix is at play as we speak. And unfortunately for the spiritual community, more and more people are falling into the false ascension matrix. Because the fallen angelics knew that within the 21st century, this is when the most amount of people were going to wake up to the BS that's happening. And what is the best way to deter newly awakened souls? A complete false brainwashing new age spiritual movement. Now, if you know me, you know I love Ashayana Dean. She taught Keylontic sciences, and she's pretty niche. You would have to know a lot about spirituality to find her work. But me and her have something very in common. We both understand and know for a fact that the new age spiritual community is all about brainwashing. And I feel so bad for the new souls that are jumping into this. The false ascension matrix is literally made for you to not find out the truth, for you to not ever help humanity, for you to stay complacent, for you to be detached from reality. True spiritual coaches, the ones who know exactly what they're talking about, they will always tell you, be grounded in reality. Do not separate your higher consciousness, your crown chakra, from your root chakra too much. And the false ascension matrix is literally trying to detach the two, trying to split it apart as far as possible. Because when you're all the way up here in Delulu land, in fantasy land, thinking that, oh my god, if I just wish everything away, it will go away, you will never take the grounded action to actually make a change in the world. I've always said this before, if you want change, protest is only half of the answer. Meditation is only half of the answer. You have to infiltrate the system that tried to set you up for failure and literally destroy it and rebuild it again. This is why I tell so many of my spiritual followers, hey, if you want to make a change in the world and you're still young, you want to change the justice system, go be a lawyer. You want to change the healthcare system? Go into research, become a doctor, be that change. Don't just sit here and be complacent. Complacency and fantasizing is the name of the game when it comes to false ascension matrix. The powers that be, the fallen angels, the aliens, whatever the heck you want to call them, they understand how to use toxic positivity as a weapon against you. They know that you fear. Fear is one of the most detrimental things. So because they weaponize your fear, they say, oh, hey, you can deny all this fear by just being toxic positive all the time. By just denying, gaslight yourself, gaslight others around you. Everything is rainbows and unicorns. As if there's not war going on, as if human history wasn't absolutely disgusting, as if we don't test on animals, as if we never tortured people, as if World War II never happened and what the Japanese soldiers did to those poor civilians in the experiment called Experiment 731. If it was that easy to just wish away all the bad things, we wouldn't be here right now. So here are the signs that you are trapping yourself in a false ascension matrix. Number 1, you are surrounded by gaslighters. Spiritual narcissists that gaslight you into not feeling anything negative. They have no room for negativity. Your spiritual teacher tells you that if you cannot manifest money or anything into your life, it's because you don't have the right mindset. It's because you're thinking too negative. When you try to voice your opinion that, hey, I feel like all of these people in my environment are against me, and I think this is why their evil eye is affecting me, your spiritual coach tells you, well, no, it's just because it's your mindset. You haven't just thought positive yet. You should just be more positive. And they talk to you like you're a child. Sign number 2, you yourself have deluded yourself into thinking that no negative thoughts can be allowed in your space. Unfortunately for you, God is everything everywhere all at once, and that means God has and can choose to polarize itself. And here on planet Earth, there is a polarity. If you walk outside of your door, not bothering anyone, and somebody randomly just stabs you, you die on impact, do you think your soul is going to think, oh, it's because I wasn't thinking positive enough, it's because I manifested that stabbing? Sign number 3, energy collection. A lot of these false ascension matrix are run by parasitic narcissists, and as you have seen from my past videos, I believe cluster B personalities like narcissism is tied to fallen angelic DNA because the Nephilims, fallen angelics, they hybridize with humans. Anyway, these cults and these organizations, these spiritual conventions are usually run by these parasitic entities who work with parasitic fallen angelics. And they will tell you to go to these events, to meditate and to give your energy away. You will always walk out of those events feeling incredibly drained and you gain nothing from the experience other than being gaslit or have your money being taken away from you because they keep selling you these courses of just oh, if you do a quantum healing with me, your life will change. Yeah, try to sell that quantum healing course to a teenager that's in Yemen or Afghanistan right now, and let's see how wonderful their life is going to turn out because you helped them so much with your quantum healing course. Essentially, what these fallen angelics are trying to get you to do is to spiritual bypass. If you don't take the grounded action to change the world, nothing will ever change. They want you to be trapped in your delusion so humanity can never actually ascend. And on top of that, also, they poison our food, they poison our resources, but that's a whole other topic. So if you have seen all of these signs play out in front of you, you are in a false ascension matrix timeline. And it's time to shift yourself and shift your energy away from these gaslighters. Because true spiritual teachers, true seasoned, well-educated, well-knowledgeable, wise spiritual teachers will always tell you that you need to be grounded and bad things actually do happen, whether or not you wish it on yourself, accident or not accident. They will always tell you that action creates change. True spirituality is actually way more grounded and way more practical than what these new age delusional motherfuckers are trying to sell to you.